Okay, in this video we're going to practice some more two-step equations, and if you feel like you don't need the practice anymore, you can go straight to the next assignment, which is going to, well, you can do it by yourself instead of watching a video, but if you think you're ready to test out, you need to let me look at your work, and then you can test out two-step equations. Otherwise, you need to practice, and we'll work out some together. So I'm just going to pick some, let's do K, and let's do, I'm looking here, let's do B, and we'll do Y. Okay, so we're going to do those three, and go ahead and try them yourself first, and then watch me work them out and see if you got the same thing that I got. So we're going to start with K. Okay, in this problem, everything's kind of backwards. In general, kids do best when it's in this format, when it's like a number and a variable, plus or minus a number equals a number. And this is actually the exact opposite of that. It's completely backwards. So what we really probably should do is rewrite it. Notice that this is a positive 3r. So we're going to keep that. Positive 3r. Then we got a negative 12, so we're going to keep that. Negative 12 equals, and then we have a negative 57. Notice that we didn't change any of the values. 3r was positive, and we left it positive. 12 was negative, and we left it negative. 57 was negative, and we left it negative. But I think that when you rewrite it like this, it really helps with solving. So let's go ahead and we'll just keep it in this format, and we'll solve it from here. So I'm going to rewrite it at the top, and we'll start solving. Alright, so we're going to make our t-chart. Let's make it down here. And what is happening to r? The first thing that I notice is that it's being multiplied by 3, and that 12 is being subtracted. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 3 and add 12. Don't forget that we have to follow SADMEP, which is the reverse order of operations. So in SADMEP, addition comes before division. So we're going to add 12 first. So add 12 to both sides, and I'm going to give myself some space. These 12s go away, which is what we wanted, which is why we did that. And we're left with 3r equals, and in your calculator, if you take negative 57 plus 12, you should get negative 45. And notice the next thing that we have to do is divide by 3. So I'm going to erase this. So we're going to divide by 3. So divide by 3, divide by 3. These 3's go away, and then we're left with r equals, and then we have negative 45 divided by 3. So in your calculator, if you take negative 45 and divide it by 3, you're going to get negative 15. So r equals negative 15. Okay, B is the next problem. And if you haven't tried to work it out, go ahead and try. And start with rewriting it. Put it in variable plus number equals number format. So the first thing that I notice is that it's negative 3k. Then I have minus 2 or negative 2 equals negative 44. And I think that's a lot easier to deal with, so we're going to leave it in that format, and I'm going to move it up here. So I have negative 3k minus 2 equals negative 44. And you should hopefully by now be able to decide what's happening to k and what you're going to do about it. So two things are happening. It's being multiplied by negative 3, and 2 is being subtracted from it. So you're going to divide by negative 3, and you're going to add 2. The only thing that you need to decide is which one are you going to do first. And addition comes first in SADME, so we're going to add 2 first. So these 2's go away, and then I'm left with negative 3k equals, and then I have negative 44 plus 2, which is going to be negative 42, and I need to divide by negative 3. I'm going to give myself some space here. So I still have to divide by negative 3, and these negative 3's go away, and we're going to get k equals whatever negative 42 divided by negative 3 is. That will be our answer, which is 14. So k is 14. Alright, the last example that I'm going to go over with you is y, and so let's write it down. Okay, this actually is just a one-step equation. Maybe I should have picked a different one, but there's only one thing happening to y, and 21's being subtracted from it. So the opposite of subtracting 21 is adding 21. So the first thing that we're going to do, and the only thing that we're going to do actually, because there's only one thing to do, is add 21 to both sides. These 21's go away, and I get y equals, and in your calculator, if you take negative 12 plus 21, you should get 9. And y equals 9. So go ahead and try to work the rest of these out. This is practice for you. If you have any questions, raise your hand and ask for help.